You've never seen Sydney Sweeney like this before. When the first photos dropped, fans did a double take. This wasn't the polished Hollywood starlet they knew from Euphoria or White Lotus. This was someone else entirely. Bruised, bulked up, and glaring through swollen eyes, Sydney Sweeney had transformed. Not just a few pounds heavier, not just for a glamorous red carpet role. This was gritty, this was raw, and this was real. She packed on over 30 pounds. That's not something actors typically do without a Marvel contract and a personal chef. But Sydney went all in. Twice daily weightlifting, hours of kickboxing, meals that pushed her to eat more than she ever had. And the results were undeniable. Her body changed so dramatically that she didn't even fit into her own clothes. "My boobs got bigger, and my butt got huge," she said in disbelief. It was crazy. But behind her shock was pride. "I was so strong, like crazy strong." But why would one of Hollywood's hottest rising stars put herself through that kind of physical transformation? The answer is found in the blood-soaked, overlooked pages of sports history, in the life of a woman who fought her way into a world that never wanted her there. Christy Martin wasn't just a boxer. She was the first female fighter to land on the cover of Sports Illustrated. She fought on pay-per-view cards that featured Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. She was a trailblazer. But her story doesn't end in glory. It plunges into violence, betrayal, and survival. Christy Martin made headlines inside and outside the ring. For years, she endured abuse behind closed doors. Then came the moment that almost ended everything. She was shot and stabbed by her then-husband, a man who had once trained her and claimed to love her. Miraculously, Christy survived. And not just survived, she came back, fought again, told her story, became a symbol of resilience that went far beyond sports. That's the woman Sydney Sweeney stepped into. The biopic, titled Christy, made its world premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival, and the early images were jaw-dropping. Sweeney looked unrecognizable in the ring, not just physically, but emotionally. You could see it in her eyes. She wasn't acting. She was channeling something deeper, the kind of pain and strength you can't fake, the kind you have to feel in your bones. And that's exactly what she did. Preparing for the role wasn't just about muscle, it was about mindset. Sweeney shared glimpses of her training on Instagram months earlier. In one post, her biceps bulged as she threw punches with laser focus. "I've been immersed in training to bring to life the story of an incredible woman," she wrote. Her journey is a testament to resilience, strength, and hope. Those weren't just words. That was a promise, and it shows in every frame of this performance. But not everyone was supportive. As her body changed, so did the tone online. Trolls came out in force, making cheap shots and body-shaming comments. But her fans weren't having it. They clapped back with a fury, defending her dedication and celebrating the rare commitment it takes to alter your body for a role, especially in a way that challenges Hollywood's rigid beauty standards. And Sweeney didn't flinch. She stood tall, proud of what she had done, and let the work speak for itself. And there's more to the story than just a physical transformation. What drew Sweeney to this role wasn't the headlines, the fame, or the shock factor. It was Christy's heart, the way she endured abuse, rejection, and near death, but never stopped fighting. Sweeney connected with that fire, with that refusal to be defined by what others did to her. "I'm honored to step into her shoes," she said, "to share her powerful story with you all." Hollywood insiders are already whispering, could Christy be Sydney Sweeney's breakthrough into the award circuit? Could this gritty, bruising portrayal put her in the same conversation as Charlize Theron in Monster or Hilary Swank in $1 Million Baby? The comparisons are starting, and the buzz isn't just fan hype. Critics at TIFF were stunned by her performance. Some say it's the best work of her career. Others say it's the first time they've seen her fully disappear into a character. But there's more going on behind the scenes. Fans online are speculating whether this transformation will mark a permanent shift in how Sweeney chooses her roles. Will she move away from playing high schoolers and sex symbols and instead dig deeper into stories of survival, pain, and power? Some say she's carving out a path that's raw and more mature, a pivot from stardom to substance. There's also curiosity about how Christy will resonate in the current cultural climate. With conversations about domestic violence, body image, and gender expectations dominating the headlines, this film might do more than entertain. It might challenge perceptions, make people uncomfortable, start discussions. And that, Sweeney seems to believe, is the point. What's undeniable is this: Sydney Sweeney didn't just take on a role. She lived it. She bled for it. She transformed her body, her mind, and maybe even her career. And when audiences see her in that ring, bruised and unrelenting, they won't see the girl from Euphoria. They'll see a warrior, a survivor, a woman who refused to be counted out. If you thought you knew Sydney Sweeney, think again.